Hi, my name is Pat, and this is my channel, Book Chat with Pat, and I'm glad that you're here. Today I'm going to be doing the Would You Rather book tag. This is the Curious edition. This tag was created by Kat at Curious Cat and by Ellen at Ellen Made Book Club. And they were fortunate enough to actually meet in person recently and do this tag together. And they posted it on both of their channels. I was originally tagged by Ellen, and then I have more recently been tagged by Tracy at Tracy's Nordic Light. So thank you, Kat, for these incredible questions. Thank you, Ellen, for tagging me in the original. And thank you, Tracy, for tagging me in your version. These are impossible questions where you have to basically make a choice between two equally untenable situations. So without further ado, I'm just going to get started. And you'll see what I mean about how these are impossible things to choose between for the most part. Number one, would you rather never read more than one book from the same author? You can't reread either, or read only books from one author of your choice. I'm going to go with never read more than one book from the same author, just because I like to have some variety in my reading, I guess. Number two, read a book with an unlikable main character, or your favorite character dies. I'm going to go with read a book with an unlikable main character. Number three, would you rather start your library from scratch, but you can't re-buy any of the books that were on your shelves before, or never be allowed to add a new book to your current library? I'm going to go with the first option, start my library from scratch, but not re-buy anything that I currently own. Okay, number four. Would you rather your favorite author never publishes anything new, or only publishes bad books from now on? I'm going to go with the first option. I would prefer that my favorite author never publishes anything new. We'll just stick with what we have. Okay. Number five, would you rather read only one of your favorite genres, or read as widely as you want except in that one favorite genre? I guess I'm going to read as widely as I want except in my favorite genre. I don't like either one of these options. Number six, would you rather be stranded forever on a deserted island with a full library, or still live in society but books have disappeared? I'm going to go with being stranded forever on a desert island with a full library. Number seven, SFF. Would you rather read only 5-star series but they're unfinished, or read only thick standalones with a bunch of info dumping? I'm going to go with read only 5-star series but they're unfinished. I could, this is 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I could go either way with that, but I'm going to go with the first choice. Okay, number 8, mystery. Would you rather always get book twists spoiled, or they all have an open ending / the killer isn't caught? I'm going to go with the first option, always get book twists spoiled. Number 9, historical romance. Would you rather a great love story but with historical inaccuracies, or a toxic or meh love story but great historical world building? I'm going to go with the second one. A toxic or meh love story, but great historical world building. I've gone back and forth about that one too. I'm going to go with the second option there. Number 10, would you rather read a book that has the best characters, plot, or writing? You can only choose one, but none of the others. That would be a really tough one. Today I'm going to say read a book that has the best characters. But I don't know if I can read a book with great characters but terrible writing. All right, best characters. I'm going to stick with it. Okay, next. Would you rather have a friend who loses your books or a friend who mistreats them? That is, stains them or breaks the spine. Well, I don't think a good friend would do any of those things. They wouldn't lose my books or mistreat my books. I'm going to go with loses my books. I think that actually probably has happened more. You lend a book and you don't get it back. Though my friends always return books. I'm going to say loses your books. Because it makes me really, really sad if a book is mistreated. I can always replace the book, I guess. Number 12, would you rather never be allowed to visit a bookstore again or be banned from all the libraries in the world? These are impossible choices. I'm going to go with being banned from libraries, all the libraries in the world. I mean, I spend a lot of time going in and out of bookstores, so I'm going to go with that. I don't think I could live without ever being allowed to visit a bookstore again. All right, number 13. Would you rather everyone hates your favorite books or everyone loves the books you hate? I don't really hate books. I mean, I'm hard-pressed to think of too many books that I've hated. It does break my heart a little bit, though, if people don't like books that I love. I was just having this conversation with Margaret Pinard on a live stream with her about how it breaks my heart a little bit when somebody says that they didn't like a book that I loved to teach. So I'm going to say I would rather everyone loves the books I hate, because I don't really hate books, so I'm going to go with that one. Number 14, would you rather only listen to audiobooks narrated by the worst narrator, for example, Mickey Mouse, or only read physical books in terrible lighting? I definitely can't do the latter. I'm already having a lot of trouble, with vision and reading books. So I'm going to say I would rather only listen to audiobooks narrated by the worst narrator, because I can't read in terrible lighting. Okay, number 15. Would you rather books from the same series or collection that don't match, or read books printed in a tiny font? Well, there you have it again. I can't read a tiny font. So I'm going to go with books from the same series or collection that don't match. I don't really get crazy over things like that. So that one, I think I could live with that. Books from the same series or collection that don't match. That's okay for me. And then number 16, never post another YouTube video or never watch YouTube ever again. I will go with never post another YouTube video. I don't need to post YouTube videos so long as I can watch my friends' YouTube videos. So I'm going to go with that. I would rather never post another YouTube video. rather than not be able to watch my friends' YouTube videos. And then, of course, tag your BookTube friends. Well, if you are watching this and you would like to do these impossible questions, please consider yourself tagged. And as I always do, I'm going to tag some people in the notes below. This was really a lot of fun. So, great job, Kat and Ellen, creating this. And thank you, Ellen and Tracy, for tagging me. As always, I thank you for watching. I hope that you're doing well. I'll speak with you again soon. Take care.